Cajon Drummers, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be all about what I pack into my cajon bag before a gig. And I'll do my best to talk a little bit about each item in there, kind of generally, but if you have more like specific questions, leave them down in the comments and we can talk about any like particular piece of gear in more detail if you'd like. I'm gonna do my best to like run this without any edits, try and do it in one take. But I'm not usually so successful with that. Well, let's get in though. Opening up the cajon bag here, I'm going to start at the top and come down to the bottom and try and just talk about each item in terms of like what makes it useful on a typical gig night for me. So first up we have some Sealer Cajon Brush 180. These can be really useful if you need to get kind of a soft tapping sort of sound for ballads, things like that. So depending on who I'm playing with, these can be really handy just for like the really soft dynamic tracks. I love getting a little hi-hat sort of sound, but they're usually in there. So next item, this has some history. This is like a little home brand shaker from a music store that was really big in Melbourne, but it's been with me for probably 10 years now, I think, and I'll never get rid of it. It's so comfortable to play and sounds great, at least to me. Yeah, I love this one. All right, that's always in there just because I love it so much. Last bit of like percussion accessories, we have a little LP like foot shaker. It's not so often that I get to use this, only that it's quite loud, and there's a chance that it might like overpower what I'm playing. Always depends on the artist, but it can be a little bit loud and overpowering. But for a solo or something like that, street performance, this is great for like street performance, I think. So that usually finds a place in the bag. And you know what? Business cards. I love to carry around some business cards. In my case, the business cards are kind of YouTube centric. So on the front, we've just got like the channel logo. On the back, we've just got the link so that if someone meets me and they seem interested in cajon or for whatever reason, even if they're just another musician and I think maybe I can network with them, perhaps do some gigs with them, or at least, connect for a jam session at some point, then it's great to have some business cards, I think. Little case for them as well so they don't get damaged. I don't know, maybe you guys know, but I'm living in Tokyo and having business cards is so great. There are so many opportunities to use them here, and it just feels very professional as well. So business cards, always in the cajon bag for me. Coming up next we have a marker and a pen. Yeah, useful. Sometimes that's for, it wasn't in there, but for charts and things like that, marking out different sections that I'm likely to forget. It always helps me, because I'm not the best chart reader. I like to mark out things that I'm likely to forget. When I don't have charts, I like to just keep a notebook, and usually things like the form of the song, so intro, verse, chorus, solo, chorus, bridge, and just a basic list of how the song is going to go, so that I can have a quick look before the show or before the song, just to jog my memory. And otherwise that's great. I don't like to be looking at charts so much when I perform, so I prefer if I have just some simple notes that I write for myself. That usually does a job for me. Coming down now, we're gonna get this cajon out of here. And basically, there are some things that I like to just put on the inside of the cajon, and basically they're maybe more fragile things. So some Shure in-ear monitors. So if you don't know too much about these are headphones that really block out a lot of outside noise. So if you need to put like a metronome click or a feed of what other people are playing into your ears, then this can be really, really like just the best tool. So, they're not so expensive either, to be honest. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested, but these can be so good on stage, but also just for practice. And you know what, even sometimes, because that noise isolation is so good, if it's like really soon before a show and I'm out in kind of a noisy place, of which there are many noisy places in Tokyo, I can put these in, listen to the songs that I need to remember for the show, and maybe get like a couple of last minute playthrough moments with these headphones. So that's always, always, always in the bag. Or should I say in the cajon, in the bag. Coming up next we have a metronome. You can always just use a smartphone application and that's fine. But smartphones, normally you want to like unlock it, punch in a passcode or something, and that can be a little bit awkward. So for some gigs on stage, I might want to quickly remind myself kind of the tempo for a song, and even without making a noise, I can visually look at the the LED lights of what that tempo looks like. So that's sometimes what I'll do. I'll have this like sitting on the stage beside me, and say the next song is 140. I might just quickly tap this, get a feel for that tempo, and then click or whatever, count off so the rest of the band can come in right on that tempo that we decided on. There are some groups that I play with where that's really important because they're like medleys of different songs and they need to be right on. But anyway, that's kind of my argument for why you should also have a physical metronome. It's just a little better on stage than relying on a smartphone metronome app. Coming up next we have microphone. This is my Audix Boundary mic. It's an ADX60. I did a whole video about this mic. I really love it. I'm sure it's tough and durable, so I don't have any problems carrying it around in my case, at least not yet. But yeah, this comes with me if I'm, not so sure of what the microphone setup would be like at the venue, and sometimes all you're gonna get at a venue is something pretty clumsy or not so useful for miking a cajon. And it's such a small little package that I can just take this with me, and worst comes to worst, I can still just say, hey, sound engineer, this is what I got, can we use this? And really useful. Not the cheapest bit of gear compared to everything else here, but if you want to have your own microphone for a cajon that you can take around to live shows, this is something that's pretty good, I think. Putting that down there. A t-shirt. T-shirt because, it's nice to wrap slightly more delicate things up in, but also depending on how the night goes, might be really hot on stage, you might just want another t-shirt to wear after playing. That's a really odd one to put in there, but still, always, not always, but it can be useful. I think that's it for this little cajon bag unpacking. The actual case that I'm using right now is one of the protection racket ones. It's like luxury hotel in here. And one thing I also do is I see there's a little slot for a name tag or whatever on the side. I put a business card in there. It just looks kind of cool, and if I forget my business card case and I really want to give someone a business card, then I've got them on the side of my drum. So I will never miss a chance for a good little networking opportunity. And I don't think I have any other interesting stories about any of the gear here. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this quick little tour of my cajon bag. Again, if you have any questions about any particular piece of gear, let me know in the comments. And if there are some things that you take that I don't take, to a gig, then also comment that down below. Start a bit of a discussion about gig preparation. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Whew. Alright, we don't often get through a video without much editing. So anyway, see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Catch you next time. Bye.